War has always been about power, but power itself has evolved. In earlier eras, dominance depended on numbers. More soldiers, more ships, more guns. Industrial warfare rewarded scale, mass production, and overwhelming force. Today, however, the decisive advantage lies elsewhere. Modern battlefields are shaped less by the quantity of weapons and more by the quality of information. The side that detects first, understands faster, and decides quicker gains an overwhelming edge long before weapons are fired.
Before we move forward, please like, subscribe, and share Strategic Vanguard, and be up to date with the latest news and happenings from the world of defense and strategic affairs. Tune into our video channels in Rumble and YouTube. And if you want to hear the audio version, please tune into Strategic Vanguard Deep Dive in Spotify.
This transformation has given rise to what military strategists call the modern kill chain, a system where sensors, networks, and algorithms convert raw data into precise, devastating action. The traditional kill chain describes the process of finding, fixing, tracking, targeting, engaging, and assessing an adversary. While this framework originated as a way to conceptualize modern air power and precision strike capabilities, it has now expanded into the central organizing principle of contemporary warfare. No longer confined to a single domain, the kill chain spans space, air, sea, land, cyber, and the electromagnetic spectrum. Modern militaries are not merely building weapons, they are building ecosystems where sensors and shooters are interconnected in real time. The modern battlefield has become an information environment where situational awareness determines survival. The transformation from industrial warfare to information warfare is profound. In World War II, destroying a strategic target often required massive formations of bombers, sustained campaigns, and enormous logistical support. Today, a single precision-guided munition, enabled by satellite positioning, real-time intelligence feeds, and advanced targeting systems, can achieve similar results. This shift is not just technological, it represents a new philosophy of warfare where efficiency replaces mass. Instead of overwhelming the enemy with sheer volume, modern forces seek to collapse the enemy's decision-making cycle by acting faster than the adversary can comprehend. Central to this evolution is the compression of time. The sensor-to-shooter loop has become the defining metric of military effectiveness. The faster a military can move from detection to engagement, the greater its operational advantage. Advanced combat systems fuse data from multiple sources, radar, satellites, electronic signals, and reconnaissance platforms, to generate a unified operational picture. Decisions that once required human deliberation over hours or days are now assisted by automated systems capable of responding within seconds. This compression of time does more than improve efficiency. It fundamentally alters deterrence dynamics. A force that can respond instantly reduces the adversary's margin for maneuver or surprise. Space has emerged as the foundational layer of the modern kill chain. Satellites provide persistent surveillance, early warning capabilities, navigation services, and communication links that enable coordinated action across vast distances. Synthetic aperture radar satellites can observe through cloud cover and darkness, creating near-continuous awareness of movements on land and sea. Infrared sensors detect missile launches within moments, allowing defensive systems to activate almost instantly. Control of space-based infrastructure increasingly determines which side holds the strategic initiative. Without reliable access to orbital assets, modern military operations become partially blind and significantly less effective. Airborne sensors extend this awareness further. Airborne early warning and control aircraft, ISR platforms, and electronic intelligence systems act as flying command nodes, connecting multiple forces into a synchronized network. Rather than operating as isolated units, aircraft, naval vessels, and ground formations exchange data in real time. A fighter aircraft might engage a target using information provided by an airborne radar platform hundreds of kilometers away. This interconnectedness transforms individual platforms into components of a larger networked organism. The battlefield becomes less about individual weapon systems and more about the quality of integration between them. Naval warfare illustrates this transformation particularly well. Modern fleets operate as distributed sensor networks rather than collections of independent ships. Aircraft carriers, destroyers, submarines, and unmanned systems share targeting information to create what many analysts now call kill webs. In such systems, a missile launched from one platform may rely entirely on targeting data generated by another. Cooperative engagement capabilities enable forces to extend their reach far beyond the limits of individual sensors. Maritime strategy increasingly revolves around maintaining situational awareness across wide oceanic spaces, particularly in contested regions like the Indo-Pacific, where vast distances demand persistent monitoring. The proliferation of drones has further reshaped the kill chain. Unmanned systems provide real-time reconnaissance at relatively low cost, democratizing access to surveillance capabilities that were once limited to major powers. Tactical drones allow frontline units to observe enemy positions instantly, dramatically improving targeting accuracy. Long-endurance UAVs monitor strategic environments for extended periods, feeding data into centralized command networks. Loitering munitions blur the distinction between sensor and weapon, combining surveillance and strike capabilities into a single platform. However, the mere possession of drones does not guarantee dominance. The decisive factor lies in how effectively these systems are integrated into a broader network that can process and act upon the data they generate. Artificial intelligence is emerging as the cognitive layer of the modern kill chain. Modern militaries generate enormous volumes of data from sensors across multiple domains, far exceeding the capacity of human analysts alone. AI systems assist by identifying patterns, prioritizing threats, and suggesting optimal responses. Machine learning algorithms can track targets across different sensor feeds, predict potential enemy movements, and reduce decision-making time significantly. Yet the integration of AI also introduces vulnerabilities. Data integrity becomes critical, as adversaries may attempt to manipulate inputs or disrupt algorithms. In a battlefield defined by information, misinformation becomes a powerful weapon capable of undermining the entire chain of detection and response. Electronic warfare plays a central role in both offense and defense within this framework. If sensors form the eyes of modern militaries, electronic warfare aims to blind them. Jamming communications, spoofing navigation signals, and disrupting radar systems can fracture the enemy's network, forcing them into slower and less coordinated operations. Recent conflicts have demonstrated that electronic warfare can neutralize even advanced systems if their data links are compromised. Control of the electromagnetic spectrum has become as important as control of physical territory, turning invisible frequencies into contested battlefields. Hypersonic weapons introduce new pressures on the kill chain by drastically reducing reaction times. Traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5 and capable of maneuvering unpredictably, these weapons challenge existing detection and interception frameworks. Their emergence underscores the importance of early warning systems and resilient sensor networks. As weapon speeds increase, the margin for decision-making decreases, pushing militaries toward greater automation and faster data processing capabilities. The race for hypersonic technology is therefore not solely about offensive capability, but also about enhancing detection and defensive resilience. For India, the evolution of the modern kill chain carries significant strategic implications. The Indo-Pacific region's vast geography requires persistent surveillance across maritime and aerial domains. Monitoring sea lines of communication, tracking submarine activity, and maintaining awareness of adversarial movements demand integrated sensor networks. India's competition with China increasingly revolves around who can establish more effective surveillance architectures and faster decision cycles. Indigenous satellite systems, advanced airborne warning platforms, and network-centric doctrines will play critical roles in shaping future deterrence dynamics. The deeper transformation lies not only in how wars are fought, but in how they are prevented. The modern kill chain influences deterrence by altering perceptions of vulnerability and response capability. A nation that can demonstrate rapid detection and precision response may discourage aggression by reducing the adversary's confidence in achieving surprise. Conversely, vulnerabilities in sensor networks can invite risk-taking behavior from adversaries who perceive gaps in awareness. Strategic stability increasingly depends on invisible infrastructures rather than visible arsenals. The modern battlefield is therefore defined by interconnected layers of sensing, processing, and action. Sensors gather data, networks transmit it, algorithms interpret it, and weapons execute decisions. Each layer reinforces the others, creating a system where disruption at any point can degrade overall effectiveness. Future conflicts will likely involve simultaneous attempts to destroy physical assets while corrupting information flows, emphasizing cyber resilience and network security alongside traditional military strength. Ultimately, the modern kill chain reflects a broader shift in the nature of power itself. Military strength is no longer measured solely by the size of armies or the range of missiles, but by the ability to perceive reality more accurately than the adversary. Sensor density, data fusion, and decision speed have become the new determinants of dominance. Nations that invest in integrated systems rather than isolated platforms will hold the strategic advantage. In the age of sensor domination, war becomes a contest of awareness. Seeing first allows deciding first. Deciding first enables acting first. The transformation from industrial-era mass warfare to information-driven precision warfare represents one of the most significant shifts in military history. The future battlefield will reward those who master networks, protect data integrity, and maintain resilient sensor architectures capable of surviving disruption. As technology continues to evolve, the modern kill chain will remain at the heart of military strategy, converting streams of data into decisive action and reshaping how nations project power in the 21st century.
Thank you for joining us on this Strategic Vanguard deep dive. If you found value in this analysis, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We bring you fresh deep dives every Wednesday and Saturday here on YouTube and Rumble. And you can also catch the audio versions on Spotify and Amazon Music. Just search for Strategic Vanguard Deep Dive. For more insights, articles, and discussions, subscribe to our blog at strategicvanguard.com. Your support helps us grow and bring you more in-depth analysis on defense, geopolitics, and strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay strategic.